So we are back. Right. Turn the volume down on this. Okay.
So we're going to go to Wikipedia. So just type in wikipedia.org. And then inside the tag for link, we put our image tag. So if you remember, that's img. And then
All right. That's where I made the mistake.
And then
so in.
Again, simple as that. So let's have a look. So we've now got our first link is still there.
All right. Very good morning.
We then click on that.
So we are back on course.
It redirected nicely. All right. So that's how we do.
I'm doing
website. We can also do links within our website.
Where is it?
They work slightly differently.
Links.
These are known as absolute links because no matter where you
At this moment in time, and
google.com will go to the site.
Rewind that.
There we go. And then inside the A tag, you put whatever text you want to use for the link. So click here to go to google.com or something like that.
Okay.
So we click there to go to google.com and then we click there.
So, hope everybody is well this morning. Who have we got? Greetings from America. Well done, mate. I am sure, well, I think I am, that John is part of the Through Black and White Eyes. Would that be correct? Good morning, Dan. So, this is what we have so far. And there we go. So yes, this I've had a few bad days with migraine, and I'm back. So pardon me. Right, what we got? How much progress have I made over the weekend? Not a lot. But what I have done is refresh. And it's just what you call to refresh where I am currently. Good morning, Kevin. And Emia said hi. Now, yes, the code is, I've got two windows open, one for Visual Studio Code and one for the course. And what I was thinking the other day was this. If I write down on the pads, the A4 pads, and then so I keep like rewinding the Udemy, if I write it all down on the A4 pad and then highlight the color, maybe that would be a better way of doing it. So that's the way forward, I think. What do you reckon? And we have, why are you on the sofa? Get back to the course. Well, the course is open, and I'm working through the links part at this moment in time. I'm just having a quick cuppa. See, the hardest part is this. Doing the way I was doing, which was going back months and months ago, I was having to keep rewinding, and I don't really want to do that. What I'd much rather do is, I've got 2 A4 pads, completely fresh, and using the pad. Good morning. How did you get any coursework done when you spend most of your day making videos for YouTube? Well, I don't, Mark. What I do is, it's not just the fact that I'm making a video, it goes beyond that. And morning to Fireburns 95. Because there's no tutor like within this room, what I'm thinking of doing is using the A4 pads to write everything out and then highlight the color where the change has to happen. So the coursework will continue, and I'm going to do before and after. I have the bright luminous, and I also have felted pens as well. Ask the guy a genuine question and get ignored. I'm off to watch paint dry. It's more right. Okay, there you go. Any chance of a birthday shout out to Jack? Now, I think that person, lives in Leicester. And if it's the same person, so-called Geordie, they will not be getting a shout out. No. Yeah, the highlight colours. Oh, you bugger. Let's show you them. Right. So there's the highlight colours there. And I can use them to highlight. And the main part of using these highlighters on the page is this. That highlight part is what jumps off the page. And if I'm correct in doing that, there was lots of things that, if it is that same person, Jack, did, and they weren't very nice. Now, The one thing I will tell you is this. I have to abide by rules when I'm doing a video. And one of those rules is you basically, you're being polite. And then some of that person's messages, it ain't. You didn't give me enough time to fix the seating codes. You didn't upload to GitHub properly. Cowboy, here's the thing, right? All I did with Seeking You was this. I disabled it. It's still there. And come the end of this month, what I'm going to do is replace it with the other code from Lovable. And Bok is saying about it being unusable. It is. Can you put it in a disability claim? No. The thing is with both of those apps, yeah, the 400 plus errors. And I spoke to the team at Superbase. They were talking along the lines of like looking to fix it using the authentication part, which, let's be honest, was completely over my head. However, with the other code, the one from Lovable, that code, I hope, is going to be clean. Morning, Jeremy. I've done little bits over the weekend when I didn't have the pounding head. And what I've got to do between now and the beginning of the new season is this. Completely finish the course, the whole lot. Wham, bam. It's just that, as I've explained to everybody else, I'm going to be using a A4 pad. So I'm writing down each segment. And then the hope is, as I'm highlighting these key things which need to be added, I'll learn faster. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect, but I should learn faster, because if something is highlighted in like one of these colors there, yeah, that's going to be like the teacher in the room. You look like 53 if you're older, and that's from Hope. Yeah. Time to get back to the course now. You'll still be doing the course in 10 years at this rate. Well, how'd you work that one out? Can you go and demonstrate how you're going to make notes whilst learning? Well, the thing is, once I've written out what I need, I just put the highlight through the top. In the last 5 days, you've done at most 30 minutes. And Code Cowboy's on about sending a CV. Okay. Send it. But between now and the end of the month is show you the progress of moving from links through into CSS, which is going to be brand new again. And from CSS, it may be that I have to go and get another 2 pads to write everything down. Oh, but the hardest part I've got at the moment is showing you. And what I'm looking at doing is the morning where you're looking at me, and in the evening, the camera's pointed at the screen, and it's going from 1, 2, 3, however many I've done by that time. Pardon me. But yeah, the weekend was like, it was just bad. And that was migraines. So there's 13 here, and we've got 3 likes. Now, the one thing with the Discord is how to share to Discord, share the screen, and that's a lot to learn. I mean, there's lots of you who are expert at this. I'm not, which is why in the description of this is going to be adult education. There's no option be vacant for that. I did actually, Dan. I did a screen share, but what's only coming up on Discord is the microphone, the headset, and then the settings. And Revelu wants a song. Well, you're not going to get a song. No, I'm not. No. Because at this current moment in time, I'm having a cup of coffee, and then I'm going to go back and follow the instructions of the instructor. So, the hope is this: the subscribers jumps. And the hope is, come the end of this month, we're not just going to have 1, we're going to have 2 live. Did you face any metaphysical phenomenon that makes you believe in afterlife? Not even sure what that is. Yeah, well, Bok, I am going to finish the course. That is no doubt on that. Finish it, get the certificates or certificate to say that I've done HTML5, CSS, and all the rest. Yeah, well, Bok, there's video to come today of what's happened with the course, because at the moment you're looking at me, and I want to show you how far I'm getting and the mistakes, because this morning there was a mistake which was really simple, but it was battering my head, and like I say, there's stuff to happen. Oh, right. Okay. Right.
That takes us to the Google homepage. Simple. Now you can actually put anything you like in this A tag here. So here's a quick challenge for you. Can you put an image inside a link and then make it so that when you click on the image, it goes to a website of your choice, say Wikipedia.
Okay.
Use the same image that we used a couple of videos ago, if you like. Go for it. All right, I hope you managed that. The way we do it is we set up the link in exactly the same way. So we're going to go to Wikipedia, so just type in wikipedia.org.
Right.
Then inside the tag for link, we put our image tag. So if you remember, that's img, and then source src equals.
All right, so that's a fault there straight away.
Here we go. Simple as that.
Right.
So let's have a look. So we've now got our first link is still there, and there's our lovely Homer image. We then click on that, it takes us to wikipedia.org. You can see it redirected nicely. All right, so that's how we to use for the link. So click here to go to google.com.
So I want an A.
So we click there to go to google.com, and then we click there. That takes us to the Google
Space.
Simple.
H.
A tag here. So here's a quick challenge for you. Can you put
REF
inside a link
equals.
and then make it so that when you click on the image, it goes to a website of your choice, say Wikipedia. You can use the same image that we used a couple of videos ago, if you like. Go for it.
Don't worry, I'm going to share what I'm doing in a minute.
All right, I hope you managed that. The way we do it is we set up the link in exactly the same way. So we're going to go to Wikipedia. So just
Right.
type in
Okay.
wikipedia.org. And then inside the.
Right. So this link for Wikipedia is the bit that gets highlighted. And that's the sort of thing I was on about just before, where you write it down and then whatever the part is it's asking, you highlight that. So the one thing which I keep forgetting is the number 2 button, but we press shift for the upper part, which is the brackets. I think that's what they're called, brackets. So, but yeah, put that. How are we, man? How are we? So that, and then right. One, two, three dots. Wiki. Pedia.org. Right. And then close that. And that there. And then that there. IMG. Right. IMG. Right, so what I've just basically typed out there is the arrow button, P, arrow button again, and then arrow A, space HREF equals, and this is the bit I was saying to you before about where the, is it speech bubble? You got like two things side by side and you put your text in the middle. Do a full day of coding 9 till 9 non-stop. Don't think my brain would take that. And that's me being honest. Right, so I have the IMG.
Tag for link, we put out image tag. So if you remember, that's IMG, and then source, src, equals, and then
Source. Right, so right. PNG. Right.
my one was homer.png.
Right. So it's that again.
Simple as that.
Oh, you silly. Right. That's where I went wrong. So for that one there. So what I've just done there is the image space source equals homer.ping arrow right, so I take that one out and then press tab. That should be right. Yep, that's right. Then what's the next one?
So we've now got our first link is still there, and there's our lovely Homer image. We then click on that, takes us to wikipedia.org. redirected nicely. All right, so that's how we do links to pages on other websites. We can also do links within our website.
So there's 15 here.
Slightly differently. These are known as absolute links because no matter where you are on the web, any link that goes to http://www.google.com will go to the same place.
Right.
But there are things called relative links, which we'll see now.
Relative links, next one.
If you're linking within your website. I'm going to stretch out my text editor so that you can see my code a bit better. So they're working exactly the same way.
Right, so from there, so from there, 1, 2 to there, new one, so that's P. Right.
But this time I'm going to link to helloworld.html, which was our first
Right. Okay.
page that we came up with. And you can see this time I don't need to put http I just put helloworld.html because hello world is in the same folder and location as the page that we're in at the moment. So if they're in the same
Right,
place,
so it's the same thing again.
Without having to put all the other stuff. And that's really useful because you might move your site to a different domain name. Or you might restructure your site so that things are in a slightly different place to where they were before. And if you do that using relative links, it should not break anything. So I'd recommend using relative links on your own site and then absolute links if you're linking to someone else's site.
HTML.
So let's just check this one out. There we go. Hello world, and then you can see it links nicely to what I changed to hello world earlier. All right. The last thing I want to show you about links, what I mentioned at the beginning, so anchor links.
Right, so that is that arrow. So that is that arrow to and then tab. Right, okay. So that's that bit done. What's the next one?
So linking within a page.
Okay, so we've got 17 people here. It's like trying to watch a ferret trying to break the Enigma code. Well,
a lot of content. Let's just have a look. There we go. We can scroll up and down all those pages.
that's from the top one.
And one thing that's very useful,
That was the Wikipedia one with Homer,
the bottom that says back to top.
and that's Hello
We've seen
World.
those on a few sites, and they're really easy to create with HTML. And we do
So I am doing it. I'm just like having to do it with the sound down, where.
begins the page, and I'm going to give it an ID.
Oh, right.
And for now, we'll just give it an ID of top, like that. Now, IDs we're actually going to be using a lot. First in CSS,
ID equals.
and then in JavaScript.
Right.
To start getting bits of your web page interacting with each other.
Right, okay.
For now, we'll just use them for this anchor effect.
So that top one, I've already got it as ID. What I haven't got is top. Right. So that bit of code I showed you, where it's got the arrow, P, arrow, A. Oh, right, I missed that one out as well. I missed the other arrow out. Yeah. So RIP Facebook. No, it's not RIP Facebook. Facebook should have had something years and years ago, but that was stamped out. Now, so you've seen that bit. Now let's change that. Pardon me. No, wrong one. Wrong button. Wrong button. It's that one, isn't it? And then A. Why have I got two A's? What? Right, so there's A. Yeah. IDE equals. Yeah. So, and that is that. Right, so
now that we've got a paragraph tag with an ID,
all right, yeah.
we can add a link at the end of our page, and we use the hash symbol.
So I want that.
So the Mac is it'll be somewhere else on the PC keyboard,
There
depending where
and
you
there.
are. And then after the hash symbol, we just use whatever word we use to describe our ID. So in this case,
Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down. Slow down. Right, so A. Then break. Okay. So that changes that one. Right. Yeah. So there we have top one. So yes, it slowly coming together. Slowly. I didn't say this was going to be fast. So each one where I've done that, it'll be highlighted on the page. How dare you crush the dreams of a wee lad from Bonnie Benwell? You can't crush my dreams. Nobody can. Because things are already set in motion. Please check the code is working in Chrome. Well, it will be. It's just a case of doing all of this and then seeing what the test is afterwards. Now, this part I'm on at the moment is your links part. So I'm going to carry on doing the links and putting everything onto Visual Studio Code. Then save it, because at the moment I have 2 open. And then we just keep pushing ahead. How are you going to have 2 apps at the end of the month? We're still doing the course. Well, yes, we are still doing the course. The course is going to continue until it's finished. Bok bok. But the 2 apps going to clean the code and then deploy. And then once the code has been verified as clean, you can log in, create a profile on both, while I'm carrying on with this course until its completion. That way, the first one, Seeking You, is live and you can get into it. And the same with Geordie Nation, while I carry on with this course. So yes. Because now I'm back into the course, you can see what's being typed on screen. It doesn't stop. So from where we are today on links, there's maybe 4 or 5 parts to links. Then it's CSS, which is absolute brand new. Right. Have you ever got sitemap for one of these? Does he know what parent and child? Not yet, Colin. Not yet. I'm still learning a lot of things. Corvo, what will you move on? What? Oh man, it's been deleted. Right, I'll wait and see what you're gonna put. Oh man. So, right, where are we? What was he going to put there? Pull out of all your code. Oh, Man. Out of all your code projects, which one is the highest priority? Seeking you currently. Bok is saying you should get tested for ADHD. Not even sure what the heck that is. If you could put a comment, Bok, no idea what that is. Don't give him ideas. His word coach is already struggling. What's autistic anyway? What the heck is that? Are these like something I should know about? Or what? Because it's a bit random. Right. So, where was I?
There we go. And then we just put in the text that we want.
Right, so I've got 3.
And let's take a look. So now we scroll down and, oops, I'll just correct that.
Right. So, I've got 3 there. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, okay. So I need another 4. Okay. You know, one of the confusing bits of doing this is you get to the end where you have the P arrow, and this is the bit that's really confusing. In between all of the stuff which is on Udemy, there's a space. Why? Why is there a space? Be a vacant. Just because a person doesn't know. Hold on a second here. Hold on a second here. Right, let's try that. Right, so I've got 3. Let's see what the symptoms are. Autism spectrum disorder, ASD, presents a wide range of symptoms varying in intensity, expression. These can include difficulties with social communication and interaction, restricted and repetitive behavior, interests or activities, and sensory processing differences. What the heck? Symptoms can manifest differently in children and adults throughout different stages of life. Some individuals experience specific challenges in areas like language, social skills. Okay, so is a what? I can't even pronounce that. Neurodevelopmental. What the heck? And that's what autism is. Bloody hell, man. Whoa. Back to where I was. Right, so we're going to go there. Howie, you stupid thing, man. Right, we're going to go there, we're going to go there, we're going to go there. Then we're going to go to here. So we're going to do same thing over and over again. Href equals yeah, so it's https colon // and this is the first of the Wikipedia, so yeah, www.wikipedia.org, right, and then those, right, right, so I need that one, then that one, image, yeah, space, source, yeah, so that's what we have, the new line, Wikipedia. Do you really like buses? I've driven them. Yes, I have driven them. Distract him now, possibly of a high rate. No, there's somebody dealing with that. Right, so right, so I want to go right to the end. Yeah. Right. So we're on the next one down. Bake my pudding. So we got that, that, here, then that. Oh no. Right. Equals. So that's that one. So https colon slash dot Wikipedia again. Dot org. Right, so that. So yes, on the 4th of 6 at the minute. So that one there, then that one there. ING again. Yeah. Move that. ING source. Right. Okay. Right. That one, that one, that one. Right, here. Ref equals that. HTTPS. Yeah. .org. Right. So I want that one, then that one. ING. Yes. Source again. So we've got hello world. We've got 1, 2, 3. Also, there's another one. Right. Okay. So yeah. Show you. Voila. So we started there. We're now there. And there you see. That's so I've one more to type in, which is that one there. Then do this bit. Right. Do that. 1, 2. And here. Ref equals. Then that one there. HTTPS / dot Wikipedia dot org. Then that. Right, so that's that error. That's that error. Then S. No, it's not SC, but SRC. Right. Equals. Right. So that one is now in. Hold on, what's that? Why is that there? Why are you there and not on the other one? Right, That looks better. So zip to there. Right. So now we're on that little tiny bit. And that is there. No, not that one. It's the next one. So that's there, and A. Right. Href equals. Right, okay, so that's different. Top. Okay. So, see what he says now.
Let's take a look. Back to top. And that takes us right to the top of the page.
Right.
Let's say, for example,
Oh,
I wanted to jump to
how should I put the bit in?
so 1, 2, 3.
I got the top bit, but I didn't put the rest in. So, we'll do that one there. Right. Okay.
Can you add in a link just underneath back to top to jump to the third home up on the page? Go for it.
Right. So he's asking for another. So we've got that one there, that one, that one, here. No, it's not, that's that one there. Ref. Right. So third. It is that there. Let's have a little cheek.
Right, have you managed that? It's obviously pretty similar to our back to top. Just add in an href again with a hash symbol, and then I'll call it third homa, like that, and then
Oh, that's why you.
whatever text you want, so go to third homa.
Right. So it's a hash. Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right.
And then third homa is here, so let's give that paragraph tag an ID of third homa.
Okay. Right. Mhm. ID. Okay. Right. So there we go. That's what he's asked, and that's where we started, and we're now here. But that's the difference. IDE at the top, IDE for third, and the rest is all the same. So yeah. No, that's different. Right, so so it's that one, here. Right, haven't done that bit. So that's /A. Right, okay.
Let's have a look. So go to third homer, then that hasn't worked. You can probably see we didn't have a clickable link. Quick challenge for you. Can you see the mistake I've made in my code and why a clickable link
Can I?
isn't appearing? You spot it? Well done if you did. The third homer needs to appear here, in between these angle brackets. If you don't have a clickable link, it will be because of something similar to that.
Right, so that one won't work unless you put third in there. Right.
Fantastic. We've got the absolute links, which take you to a specific page on the web. We've got the relative links, which take you to a page on your website. And then we've got these anchor links, which take you to a different portion of the page that you're currently on. Brilliant. So we're almost at the end of this first HTML section. Got a big challenge coming up for you. For now, there's one more thing I want to show you, and that is HTML entities. We'll look at that in the next video.
Right, so that is the end of that. What's this? Instructions. Update the page to add another link. Your favorite news site. Also link the anchor tag in the last href back to the BBC link. Okay. So there's what it'll exercise right there. And that's everything that has been typed out so far. Right, so go to the page, type another link. So the BBC, CNN, back to the first link. Pardon me. Right, anyway, so to all of you who are here, well, I was always going to come back to the course, always. Ow. Oh, come on. Now, where's my cream? Yeah, so I was always going to come back to the course. That was inevitable. Now, Nate is giving me absolute grief. So we've got some deep heat. We're going to do this. Alright. Now, I don't know how long that all took. Probably like, you know, you were probably falling asleep during it, but that is what I've done, those lines. And we'll do that test as well. And this is how we're going to progress through this course. Right. Really, this kneecap here, it needs to needs a new one. That's the honest truth. So, to all of you wonderful people who are here, thank you. And the hope is we get through this course, we get the certificate, and then we already have 2 things between now and the finish of this course. Those 2 things are going to be www.seekingyou.org and Geordie Nation. And then we can put adverts to tell people. Right. But yeah, thanks for being here. It is slow. Yes, it is. I was down the local in Rushcliffe and somebody told me he was building an app called Have You Heard About This? I've told lots of people. And that's the honest answer. Now, things to move forward is finish this bit which is happening at the moment. Get this cream off my hands. Bot, what are you going on about? Yeah, Bot, what do you mean? You're showing your knee. Well, to put the cream on my knee, how else would you expect it to be? There are parts of the body which you can show on camera, and those parts of the body, like your knee, like your foot, like your elbow, yeah. Breaking TOS. Okay, what the heck is TOS? So, here's the thing. I've gone through all of that, and now the next part is to do exactly what I've just done, but in that test, get past that, and then move forward. How much would I take for the Mondeo? Well, the Mondeo cost me 850 quid. And I knocked him down from 950 quid. Now, in the next live at 7 p.m., you'll see that completed test. Then we're going to move on to the whatever the next section is and keep going. So we're not going to stop. We're just going to go boom, 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 all the way through. There's not much left of HTML5. The next part is CSS. So thank you all for being here. Much appreciated. And see you all in the next one, which is 7 p.m. The Blue Baron. Do you think Newcastle is a plastic club? Don't be stupid. If it takes you 1 hour to do one video, it'll take a year. No, it won't. What you're going to see in each live is progress, moving forward. You did the maths, and you are saying it's going to take me a year. When I looked at the actual length of the course, and it's not. So, see everybody at 7 p.m.